take a minute and welcome everybody to this really cool and exciting event. This has been something that we've been looking forward to for quite a while. My name's Tom Neal and I'm the mayor of the city of Gahanna. I'm really excited to be here with all my fellow elected officials from Westerville, Blendon Township, Reynoldsburg, and Bexley. You know, it's really neat to think about how many of these totes are going to be going out here pretty quick. We're all really excited here today because this is spring. Residents of our communities will be receiving the new wheeled 64-gallon recycling carts thanks to a partnership with the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio, SWACO, and the Recycling Partnership, a national nonprofit. These new carts will allow residents to recycle right. The wheels make it a whole lot easier to make the recycling work a lot smoother and take recycling to the curb. The lid keeps litter off our streets, and I know I had some conversations before this with the other mayors here, and we currently use the small totes that have snap-on lids, and typically those lids stay in the garage and people take the totes out and the trash goes everywhere. So this is going to make a huge difference for us. Thanks to the partnership, this system will save communities and taxpayers money too for a number of different reasons. It's truly good for our communities, good for residents, and good for the environment. So at this time, for more, let me turn things over to Ty Marsh, the Executive Director of SWACO. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. It's great to be in your city, in Gahanna, on a beautiful day. We appreciate it. I'm Ty Marsh, SWACO's Executive Director, and today's launch of these new and improved recycling carts here in Gahanna, as well as in Westerville, Bexley, Reynoldsburg, and Blendon Township, is a big milestone for our county's sustainability. And I think it goes, we got to say today that this is not only to recognize these cities doing this, but in honor of the Blue Jackets' victory. We got all these Blue Jackets things here. And if you have any Tampa Bay recycling material that you need to throw away, we'll take that as well. So go Jackets. I also, in addition to the mayors, I want to recognize State Representative Mary Lightbody, who's here today, and we appreciate you coming and your support of sustainability and everything that you've done. Even though we're already doing a lot to be green in Central Ohio, SWACO's new program helps communities switch to these carts. It means we're better positioned to address our changing waste stream now and into the future. And that's important for a couple of reasons. First, our population in Franklin County is booming. In fact, many experts predict that Central Ohio will be home to 1 million more people over the next 30 years. If that's true, and if we continue to create and dispose of waste at the same rate that we do today, we'll be faced with figuring out what to do with nearly 1 million more tons of unwanted material. So at SWACO, we want to change that, and that's why we set a goal of helping Franklin County reach a recycling rate of 75%. And I would add that we are now at 49%, which is one of the highest in the Midwest, something to be very proud of. We believe that the 75% rate is achievable, but we'll need everyone's participation to make it happen. The switch these communities have made to the larger, more efficient carts is a great step towards meeting that goal. In fact, other communities, when the switch to carts was made, an increase in recycling, sometimes as much as 30%, occurred. The second reason why this program is important is that recycling is good for our environment and our economy. It's true, when we recycle, we conserve natural resources and reduce pollution, creating cleaner, healthier air for all of us to breathe. But we also help to create jobs and support local businesses. In fact, recycling supports 10 times more jobs than simply sending materials to the landfill. But switching to these carts was no easy feat, as these communities can tell you. The planning and financial support has been months in the making, and I want to applaud the efforts of Mayors Nealon, Treniff, McLeod, and Kessler, as well as Trustee Heichel. And I also want to acknowledge the support our friends and partners at the Recycling Partnership provided. The grant from the Recycling Partnership to SWACO last year topped $260,000 and helped to get this project off the ground here in Central Ohio. And let's not forget the team at Totter for their help in manufacturing and delivering, well, it's going to be 38,000 carts. And all of our partners at Rumpke. Mark O'Brien's here, the district guy, and he brought his big truck. But our partners at Rumpke, who will provide the recycling services to all the residents. This really has been and continues to be an excellent team effort. So let's hear how it's been going so far. And the first community to receive the carts is in Westerville, and I know the team's eager to share their experience, so let's welcome Mayor Treniff.
Thank you, Ty, and thank you for all being here today. I'd like to echo the sentiments of Ty Marsh and Mayor Nealon in expressing my excitement for this initiative across 5 strong communities. Westville has the privilege of being one of the first of 5, or being the first of 5 to deploy these new carts. Distribution in our community has gone well, with more than 8,000 carts already in use. We have encountered a few residents, and it's about 20 in total, who are concerned about the change or the cart size and the storage space, but the vast majority have been thrilled to receive their carts and intend to increase their weekly participation in curbside recycling. And it's a good thing. I wonder if many people here today know that in Franklin County, a staggering 70% of landfilled items could be put to work in the economy with a value of approximately $41 million. Or that in Franklin County, 4,000 tons of wasted materials are sent to the landfill every day. In 2017 alone, 1.1 million tons of materials that could have been recycled were sent to the landfill. As SWACO puts it, this is the equivalent to about 800 fully grown elephants being transported to the landfill every day. For more of these fun facts, visit swaco.org. And here's one last stat for you. 94% of residents believe that local government should be on the forefront in leading recycling and waste reduction. What you're seeing here today is the leveraging of community partnerships to accomplish just that. A little over a year ago, my fellow city council members and I elevated environmental sustainability to be a top priority for city staff. Since then, we've seen an increase in innovative programs that help residents save and support sustainable energy. And now, thanks to this new program, residents can more easily decrease waste and increase recycling efforts. We're grateful to SWACO and the Recycling Partnership for helping make this a reality in our great city. And to borrow a phrase, Westville is truly on a roll. So thank you. And I'd like to turn this over to Mayor Brad McLeod of Reynoldsburg.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. This is a big deal, and I want to first thank SWACO and the Recycling Partnership for all their hard work and collaboration in providing the city of Reynoldsburg with the resources we need to educate our residents and staff to recycle more and recycle right and eliminate the number of elephants that are going into the trash, Mr. Marsh's direction. A lot of surveys tell us that people want to recycle, but sometimes just don't know how. So this rollout campaign has started great conversations, at least in our community, about the uncertainty sometimes of how to recycle, and we want to develop behaviors that will produce tangible results in our city. We think recycling not only makes good sense from an environmental perspective, but it also leads to reduced costs for our residents, which is always a major concern. Our partnership with SWACO and the Recycling Partnership Program is an example of how our city is dedicated to using these innovative methods to create a standardized recycling process that ultimately will reduce collection costs long-term for our residents of the city of Reynoldsburg. The message, "Together we can recycle right," is exactly what we are doing here today. When communities come together to adopt solutions that affect city operations, we all benefit. We're happy and proud to be a part of this initiative. And now the representative from Blendon Township has a couple words.
On behalf of the Blendon Township trustees, I just want to thank everybody, especially SWACO and my fellow community members, for making this grant happen for our community. It's going to be great for our residents. It'll further enhance the services our residents receive, and it's going to encourage them to look at environmentally friendly practices moving forward. This is just the first step for us to continue to look at every environmental impact we can change in Blendon Township, and I just want to say thanks once again. And now we have the mayor from Bexley.
Thank you. Good morning. So I want to thank everyone who's made this possible. I also want to recognize Lorianne Feibel, who's our council president with the city of Bexley and has been a great supporter of our environmental initiatives. I'm also worried that we didn't have quite enough toters staged here behind us. But I want to thank our good friend in Gahanna here, who's going to warehouse our toters for the next few months while we're rolling them out. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. So Bexley has, thanks to a grant from SWACO several years ago, put together a zero waste plan. And in our zero waste plan, we're aiming to reduce the amount of waste that goes to the landfill by 90% within the next 40 years. So it's a long-term plan. Several years ago, we started rolling out toters just like this in our community at a subsidized cost, but it still required residents to come into City Hall to opt in to pay for it. And we didn't have the financial means to roll it out to the entire community. And for all the reasons that have been stated here today, it's incredibly important for us to get a tool in our residents' hands to provide a higher volume of recycling every week, week over week, to keep a lid on it so it's not rattling around our streets, and to really help, along with education, make recycling ultimately very successful in our communities. So without SWACO helping us out and the recycling partnership helping us out, we would have been going on for many years just trying to get these toters into residents' hands. So this is a really powerful tool, and it's made possible because of you guys. It would not have happened without them. So the other thing we've rolled out in the past year is a food waste recycling program. So we are now offering curbside food waste recycling in Bexley. We started with a pilot in 2018, and earlier this year we've rolled it out to the entire community. So that, partnered with these enhanced toters and Bexley households, is really helping us up our game, and hopefully we'll be moving more towards zero waste. And it's so exciting to see other communities here in Central Ohio offer this weekly, robust curbside recycling service. So with that, we are now all going to demonstrate to you how these toters work, how we recycle. So I want to invite all the mayors up to the toters, where we're going to create a fantastic photo opportunity for you guys.
1, 2, 3, chuck it.